Yeah, this is a topic near and dear to my heart. The idea of, no pun intended, coming up with a big idea compared to an ordinary idea. And obviously it goes without saying that this question is being asked from the perspective of recognizing that we're in the business of coming up with big ideas, arresting ideas, startling ideas, compelling ideas, ideas that move people intellectually and emotionally, ideas that convey a big promise, and all the things that, you guys and gals have heard me say many times before. So how do you know when you've got a big idea and not just an ordinary idea? Well, there's a couple of pieces of criteria that your idea needs to meet in order for it to even begin to be considered a big idea or enter into the game of being considered a big idea. And the first is the idea new? Is it a new idea? Are you bringing something new to the market, meaning new to the prospects? Prospects haven't heard it before. They haven't been presented with it before. It's not something that they're accustomed to hearing or seeing or learning about or reading about. It's something new. It's unique. It's unique and different from everything else in the market, both in the past and in the present. It's unique. It's a different way of looking at the same topic. It's a different perspective on a certain concept. It's a different methodology. It's a different approach. It's a different take, a different angle. It's something different. It's unique. So, right, it's new. They've never heard it before, and it is unique. Those are the first two things. So you've always got to ask yourself, when you have an idea for a marketing funnel, for a marketing hook, you've always got to ask yourself, number one, is this new? Is it new? Has the prospect heard this before? Has the prospect been presented with this before? Is it unique? Is it a unique take on an existing concept or methodology or modality? And so those two things, are biggies. Tied in with that as an extension, I would say, is it fresh? Meaning that, does it have the feel of application today? Does it seem timely? Does it seem like it is about something that's either taking place right now or is going to be taking place? Versus, is it about something old, something in the past, something that's happened already, something that is not nearly as compelling as what's happening now, or even more compelling, what is going to happen in the future? And the fourth criteria that I would probably throw out there is kind of the base level criteria, and I'll probably add a bonus one, is it immediately understandable, right? Is it, because if it's confusing, if it's complex, if it's difficult to understand, if it takes time to think about it, if it requires reading the sales letter or watching the video or going through the full webinar to grasp it, it's not a big idea. It has to be something that you get, and you get right away. You get on a very surface level, immediately, on a gut level, immediately. A couple of other, two other bonus tips for you. Number one, it's one idea, right? I had that drilled into me by my friend and mentor, Mark Ford, and that is, it's one idea. This is one of the things that I see all the time from clients and students at Marketing Funnel Automation, is, just a bunch of ideas mashed into one. And, a lot of mediocre ideas being used to try to come up with one big idea, and it doesn't work that way. You've got to focus on one idea, right? One story, one core emotion, one result, kind of one narrative, if you will, one response that you want the prospect to take and feel and so on. And the last one is that there has to be a big, bold, audacious promise of result, of outcome, of transformation in there for it to be a big idea and not just an ordinary idea.